Quotes often open your eyes and mind to understand truth and acknowledge things you otherwise would have missed. They let you see life from another, wider perspective, and in this sense, they expand your mind and awareness. Here are the 30 most powerful quotes that you need to hear to motivate you. It's your unlocked potential, and let's go! Before we get into the 30 quotes, I just want to say that after sharing all 30 of the most powerful quotes, I will talk about the scientific reasons why quotes can actually make us feel motivated. So make sure you stay all the way until the end to understand why. If you get bored in the middle with all the quotes, then feel free to skip through them or to the reasons why quotes work. Alright, with that out of the way, here's the first quote. Number 1. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the things you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail. Explore, dream, discover. By Mark Twain. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. A Chinese proverb. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. By Confucius. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Benjamin Franklin. Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. Charles Swindoll. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. By Henry Ford. An unexamined life is not worth living. By Socrates. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Roger Staubach. If you want your children to turn out well, spend twice as much time with them and half as much money. By Abigail Van Buren. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. By Stephen Covey. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. By Maya Angelou. Change your thoughts and you change your world. By Norman Vincent Peale. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. By Anais Nin. If you hear a voice within you say, you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. By Vincent van Gogh. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. By Aristotle. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. By Henry David Thoreau. When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me. By Irma Bombeck. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. By Theodore Roosevelt. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. By Henry Ford. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them they didn't understand life. By John Lennon. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often, we look so long at the closed door that we do not see that one has been opened for us. By Helen Keller. Everything has beauty, but not everyone can see. By Confucius. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. By Anne Frank. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. By Dalai Lama. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. By Maya Angelou. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be attained. By Marie Curie. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. By Joshua J. Marine. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. By Albert Einstein. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. A Chinese proverb. Bonus, the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. By Ayn Rand. Now, as promised, here are the 3 scientific reasons why quotes motivate us. Starting with the first reason, it is because of the power of language. Words are powerful, and the way it is presented can be even more powerful. In fact, Phrasing an idea in an elegant, succinct, or eloquent manner can have strong impact on our understanding of certain matter. A 2000 study by a cognitive scientist at Lafayette College found that when people were shown two statements of the same pithy saying, study participants were more likely to say that the rhyming aphorism seemed true. For example, a famous quote by Napoleon is, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Now, doesn't that make you feel more motivated or inspired? Perhaps it's because it rhymes. The choice of word also matters. There are many ways, especially in the English language, to say the same thing, but one can be more pleasing or convincing than the other. The use of literary devices such as metaphor, imagery, simile, hyperbole, etc. can make the quote even more compelling. For example, the popular quote that goes, "Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." This quote would be far less powerful or evocative if it stopped after the first sentence. Second reason, the coaching factor. Generally, quotes are said by people who have succeeded in some ways or the other. They have the authority to teach, coach, bestow knowledge, and share their experience through words. These experiences and knowledge can then be condensed into a few sentences, which makes it all the more powerful and educational. It is also because of this, we are able to see quotes from multiple perspectives. We then receive a powerful feeling when we have received this concentrated gem of knowledge. Words from recognized leaders in business, politics, and the arts may also hold more gravitas because of the assumptions that when people are in public positions, they must be accomplished, wise, or otherwise exceptional to have achieved those positions. Those perceptions can make messages from such leaders more powerful. Reason number 3, we want to be motivated. Experts of media psychology and communications consultant Scott Sobel said that humans are aspirational. We want to look up to role models and leaders and follow what they ask, he says. Leaders and their words affect us on a primal level. For people open to their message, well-structured messages that use strong imagery and appeal to our aspirational nature can be meaningful and powerful in changing our thinking and help us see something in ourselves that we want to change or overcome. And sometimes we all just need that little push for us to get out of our comfort zone. With that, I want to ask you the question, which one was your favorite quote out of the 30 quotes, and why it was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. I look forward to hearing your opinion. And of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Keep on improving and keep on learning. I'll see you all next Sunday. Cheers!